Hi guys, I hope you're having a super great day. I am. As you can see the title, I'm going to talk about a very important topic today, and I feel like I need to address a few things. I have received comments and DMs saying that I'm transphobic, and I'm going to talk about that. Because as you can see in the title, when I was younger, I was a transphobe. I was very much transphobic. I was younger, and it's not something that I'm proud of. It's just part of my history. I wish I wasn't. I'm not anymore, obviously. And if you're new here, my name is Mathilda. I'm a trans woman, and growing up, as I said, I was transphobic. I think it stemmed a lot from internalized transphobia, and I had very questionable opinions, and I didn't really shy away from it. I thought that there were only two genders. Yeah, I'm going to dissect it and talk about it, and I'm going to talk about mental health and my internalized transphobia, why I dealt with the feelings that I dealt with. I'm going to talk about a lot of very important things in this video. So if that is something that interests you, please keep on watching. Since I'm talking about mental health in this video, I'm so happy to be partnering with Yours app. Yours app is a self-care app for rejuvenation of your body, mind, and soul with the help of meditations, stories, yoga, and even advice from a team of expert psychologists, which is just amazing if you ask me. I use Yours app to help fall asleep, and also yoga. I have a racing mind, so I have trouble falling asleep because of my anxiety and all of that. That is why I use Yours app. I use their stories, ASMR, but what I mostly use Yours app for is their breathing technique. They have a feature where you can breathe with the phone, and it really takes the edge off, and it really helps me fall asleep a lot quicker. And also, I love yoga, and they have so many sessions with yoga instructors that help you, with the yoga and what to do and so on. So I just love Yours app, and this is something I really wish I had when I went through my transitioning, due to the fact that I was all over the place. And a self-care app would really be beneficial for me at that point. But if Yours app is something that interests you, I really think you should check it out because it's amazing. And also, I have a huge deal for you, a great deal. 60% off of the yearly plan if you use my discount code Mathilda. 60% off. And don't forget to click the link in the top comment or in my description box and use my discount code Mathilda. And thank you so much to Yours app for sponsoring this video, and thank you so much for checking Yours app out. It really helps and supports this channel when you do. But without further ado, let's get into this video. Transphobia. We hear about it everywhere, in the media, in the news, from other people, but what does the term transphobia really mean? Transphobia is the fear, hatred, disbelief, or mistrust of people who are transgender, thought to be transgender, or whose gender expression doesn't conform to the traditional gender roles. And as I said before, unfortunately, I was very much transphobic. When I was younger, I thought that there were only two genders, and I didn't like it when you step away from the box, the little cute box, I really like that box. Because as I said before, I think it stemmed a lot from my internalized transphobia. Because ever since I was little, I didn't feel like a boy. I was born presenting as male. However, I didn't feel like I was a man. Obviously you're not a man when you're a child, but I didn't feel like a boy. And I always identified as a girl, and I was always jealous of all the other girls, and I wanted to be them. I wanted to look like them, and I just hated myself for it. So I put this mask on and I tried to present as male. I tried to make myself believe that I could be happy as a boy. And since I had those feelings, and since I'd really tried to push the feelings away that I was actually a girl, I started not lashing out, but I started hating trans people because I felt like they stepped away from what was right. I was a very judgmental person and I was not having it, which is just like stupid because I was a trans person. When I was 15, I realized that I was trans. I realized I was trans and I wanted to transition. However, the process of transitioning is very hard. It's a lengthy process. I was struggling a lot, and also I was struggling since I hated being trans. I hated being transgender and I wanted nothing else to just be normal than to just be a regular person, and I didn't want to have anything to do with the community or anything, so I distanced myself from other trans people. I didn't read forums. I watched a few YouTube videos, but I always felt like, why are they like that? And I was so judgmental, which is just stupid. I'm so ashamed of how I felt, but I was struggling, really struggling with the idea that I was actually a trans person myself. And I think that my hatred or my disbelief was a way of distancing myself from the community, and I could be like, I'm a trans person but I'm not like you, because it made it easier. So as I had to come out and tell people, like my family, I was ashamed when I told them, even though they were really accepting and they loved me, and I had no one in my family that hated me for being trans or nothing. They were all so much supportive. However, I wasn't supportive of myself. I talked to my therapist about this and she said that it was quite normal, and I don't know if it is or not. I don't know if she said that just to be nice, but whenever I saw other trans people coming to the same clinic, I didn't want to talk to them. I felt like we had nothing in common and I tried to distance myself from that. But luckily, as time progressed, I started letting go of my hatred and tried to love myself, because as I started loving myself more and being happy with who I am, my transphobia just kind of went away. I think it had everything to do with my self-hatred and nothing to do with other people. I think my transphobia just stemmed from me not wanting to be trans because it was hard. I don't know if that is normal, I don't know if that is common, but I have heard of politicians and other people wanting to restrict gay marriage and so on, and then it comes out that they're actually gay themselves, and it was just like a ploy to keep it a secret, and they wanted to distance themselves from other people being like them. So yeah, I think internalized homophobia and transphobia is more common than we think. I have never talked about this before. I don't have a single transphobic bone in my body. I believe that if you're who you are, that's who you are, and that's amazing. Everyone is different and it's just like a lovely world. Honestly, if you're who you are, that's who you are, and that's amazing. Everyone has the right to be who they are. I just think it's stupid wanting to restrict other people and trying to make them as you see fit, because it has nothing to do with you. Like, it's nothing to do with your life. It doesn't affect your life. Just let them be. Just let them be who they are. And to the people saying that I am, because I have received some comments saying that, I'm not. I was once called trans because I said that I was born a boy instead of saying I was born a girl presenting in a male body. It doesn't mean that I'm transphobic, because I'm not at all. I just wanted to share my story. Maybe it helps someone else out there to deal with their own feelings. And I know that it's hard realizing you're trans and having to deal with the whole transition and society as a whole. Society can be very transphobic and it wants you to conform to their gender norms, and I know that it's hard. I understand. I really do understand. It's nothing wrong with you. Don't try to distance yourself too much, because it can actually make you lonely. It did that with me. I didn't have any other trans person to talk to because I was distancing myself from that, thinking that I helped myself when I actually just made it worse. Use the community as a way to talk to other people, find friends, and I promise you that your transition and everything will be so much easier. So yeah, that is just what I wanted to talk about, because I haven't really talked about my internalized transphobia when I was younger. And yeah, if there's anything you want to ask, just head down to the comment section and I will try to respond to you. But yeah, I think that was everything, and thank you so much for watching, and thank you honestly so much to yours app. And don't forget to use my discount code Mathilda, 60% off their yearly plan with the discount code Mathilda, and click the link in my description box or the top comment. But thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for supporting me and everything. I love this community so much and you mean so much to me. But I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys!